Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I want to talk about keeping quiet for success. This actually was in my spirit as I was waking up this morning. So let's go ahead and jump into this video. Okay, so have you ever had plans and then you tell somebody and then all of a sudden it falls apart? All of a sudden the opportunity is taken away. All of a sudden there's warfare, or it's not easy to get through with what you have spoken about. Things don't go through or work out after you open your mouth. Well, this is probably because you share it with the wrong person. You probably shouldn't have opened your mouth about it. And it's okay. We have all, I'm sure, made this mistake at one point in our life. And if not, we may. So don't beat yourself up about it, but now move forward with wisdom. Now move forward, keeping quiet. I believe that the best moves are silent moves. Get what needs to be done. Allow it to come to fruition. Allow it to be birthed fully before you open your mouth about it. If it is something that is important to you, if it is something that you desire, whether it's the fullness of your business opening up, whether it's you want to get married, whatever it is, keep your mouth shut. Everyone does not need to know what you have planned. Everyone does not need to know what is about to happen in your life. I am a very spiritual person and I see things beyond the surface. A lot of times when you open your mouth and you're telling your plans to people, it could even be someone as close as that you would consider a friend. You don't know what that person is battling on the inside. You don't know what demons or spirits are on the inside of that person that are not on your side, that are not working with you. It is so easy for a person to show up one way and behind the scenes be a whole different person. Behind the scenes have a whole different intention. I remember there was a season in my life and I thought somebody was a friend. Although the signs were there that they were not a good person. They were not a happy person. They were miserable, bitter, and mean. But in my mind, I wanted to believe that the person was still happy for me. I wanted to believe that the person was still having good intentions for me. And you know how I woke up? God actually started to show me that this person is not on your side. I literally remember having a vivid dream of this person calling me, and their ear was so big, like they just came in the dream to try to get information from me on my life, to try to hear whatever gossip they felt like they can get on my life. And God was warning me. And in the natural, this person would call me and ask invasive things. And on the other hand, this person wasn't a person that would share their life. They weren't open with the bad things that were happening in their life. They just wanted to hear the things that were happening in my life, or the things that they felt were bad, so that they can feel like they're one-upping, are better than me. And in the end, it turned out the person ended up being jealous and envious of me, and I had to get this person out of my life. God allowed me to see this person's heart and intentions towards me. And don't allow what people show you to fool you. I don't care how religious they act. I don't care how sweet a person acts. I don't care if this person bakes a cake exactly how you likes it, picks you up from the airport and gives you a kiss on the cheek. If that person in the other ways are showing you that they are not a good person towards you, that they do not really care about you, if they're showing signs that they want to just know your business so they can run and tell or hope and pray against what's going on in your life, be wise and take those signs, take those red flags and move accordingly. It's very rare to find people that are genuinely happy for you in life. It's very rare to find people that are genuinely cheering you on in your face and behind the scenes. Most people compare their lives to other people, especially the closer you get to people, the closer you get around people. It can be easier to compare your life. It can be easier to feel like, oh, well, this person has all this going on for themselves, and I may not have this going on for myself. But I think people forget that people are in different seasons. People have completely different lives. A person may be on their up season right now while you're on your bad season. A person may be in their bad season while you're in your up season. But life is one of those things where you never know how it can go. And you don't know what people are going through behind the scenes. So it is not wise to compare, and it is not wise to judge your life based off of somebody else's life. You don't know what they are doing behind the scenes to have these certain things, whether it's good or bad. And if you haven't put in the work, or you don't even know what work another person has put in to receive the life that they have, it doesn't really make sense to be mad at them and be mad that they have the life that they have. Focus on yourself, seek God for your own life, and work on your own life. The blessings that may seem grand and big for one person's life, you may not even be able to handle in your life. You may truly not want the magnitude of all the things that come with those blessings in somebody else's life, in your life. So if you are a person with a good heart, you're going to have to work on your mindset regarding other people. I used to believe that all people were good people. You know, if I was good to people, they would be good to me. And the reality is, whether you believe it or not, this is a very spiritual world. We are in the flesh, walking out the physical part of what's really happening in the spirit realm. And there are spirits of envy, jealousy, sabotage, witchcraft, so many different things the average person may not be aware of, but you never know what somebody is trying to do behind their backs against you. There are people who have monitoring spirits inside of them and that are using them and that are operating through them. I realized that a lot of the things that were sabotaged in my life, people wanted to know more information about it. They kept asking questions about certain things. They want to know about this, know about that. But if you really think about it, the things that they're wanting to know, it's weird, it's invasive. Nobody should be knowing this much information about you. I recently had a situation that somebody I knew from a group, like a mentorship group, we weren't friends, and in the group, they weren't really fully welcoming to me at first, but they weren't really like mean to me or anything, if that makes sense. I could feel that just energy was a little different. Energy was a little weird, but I'm that person that is kind to people, and I can have a conversation with, I feel like, just about anyone. It's very rare I don't want to talk to you. If I don't want to talk to you, it's usually because something is not right. Something is off, and I just feel in my spirit to stay away. If I don't want to talk to you, it has to be something really big. But we did have a few conversations, and we did actually text a little bit. But I noticed that it's been over a year since they reached out to me recently. And the last time that we talked, I was the one saying the most stuff. They sent like a one-word text back, and that was the end of that for a year. Again, this person is not super close. We were just able to talk about the situations that we were having going on in our life in that season. And even since then, I've gone through a lot of transformation and self-growth, and I'm just in a different place from a year ago, or a little over a year ago. And so I noticed when the person was texting me, it was a bunch of questions. How are you? How's your life now? How is the things that we used to talk about? How's that going now? Is that any better? It wasn't even like a true, like, hey, how are you? I'm just checking on you. I just want to know how things are going on with you. It was more of like, hey, how are you? Tell me all the details of your life. And that, my friends, was a monitoring spirit inside of a person. Why? If I have not talked to you in a whole year, And there's no real reason for us to communicate. Are you all of a sudden, and I'm going into a new season and a new place, you're all of a sudden coming out of the woodworks asking me all these questions about my life? It is because these spirits need information so that they can do certain things to cause sabotage or different things to go on in your life. And guess what? We are vessels that can be used for good or evil, even if we don't recognize it, which I feel like most people recognize if they're being used for good or evil. But even if you aren't necessarily conscious of it, you can be used. You can be used to sabotage other people's lives. You can be used to do certain things and have certain behaviors that could mess up somebody else's life. It's as simple as creating a video bashing somebody now that they're successful. You know, that more than likely is a spirit of envy operating through a person. So you have to be able to spiritually discern what is going on and keep your mouth shut. The less people know about your life and you, the less people have to work with to do certain things against you. The less people have to work with to try to sabotage, to try to mess up your blessings, to try to hold you back. And again, we live our own lives. We're in our own bodies. We're not living in the lives of other people. You don't know what people do when they go home. You don't know what people think on a day-to-day basis about themselves and about you. Stop sharing the small details of what you are doing. Stop sharing the small details of your life as you are going through processes, as you are waiting for blessings, as you are hoping for things to happen in your life. Especially if somebody is waiting on the same thing or if somebody is hoping for the same thing. Do you really think that if you get it first, they're going to be truly happy for you? Or do you think they're not going to start comparing their life and wanting to know how you got it first? Or everybody may not be like that, but a lot of people unfortunately do think like that. Most people are selfish. They're self-focused and it's about them. So in knowing that information, it is wise to keep stuff about your life to yourself. I have seen that when I have opened myself up regarding certain things, situations, people that were so-called friends, they felt like they needed to compete with me to get it first. They felt like that was their opportunity to be better at me and race me to something, not even knowing what I know about my own life, not even knowing what I know about my own path, not even knowing that there's a specific time to things. So I am not going to race you and compete with you and jump into something to prove something to you. But this is why I'm telling you it is wise to keep your mouth shut, because it can save you from situations like that. If your focus is on success in your life and success in certain areas of your life, stay focused on those things. Do not allow people to come in as distractions. I do believe that there is such thing as divine connections, divine partnerships that can help you out. But I even then still believe that you should be wise with what you share with each and every person, because you never know how a person's heart may change against you after a few months, after a few years, even after a few days. I believe that there are certain people that come in our life to help us complete assignments. And once those assignments are complete, if you continue to drag those people in your life and have them in your life, it can end up going bad because they were never supposed to go past a certain timing in your life. I believe it's the grace of God that helps us to recover from those situations or to move forward from those situations with hopefully the least amount of damage or the least amount of distraction as possible. So what you don't want is to allow people that are coming into your life to distract you, to deter you, to be used to hold you back and set you back. One thing I have learned about life is when you have a goal, when you have a mission, when you're trying to accomplish something, you may have to go through a season where it's just about you and getting this thing done. It's just about you and getting to that next place, and that is okay. Everyone's journey is different, and unfortunately, some people may look at your journey and they may assume that it's easy to get to where you have gotten. They don't see the work that you have put in. They don't see the different things that you had to sacrifice to get to where you are going. And for some people, they may want to make that journey harder, not even realizing that you have already gone through to even get to where you are now. So be wise in what you're sharing. Be wise in the information that you're giving out. And again, I feel like I'm saying the same thing over and over again, but I believe these points are important for you to catch on to. Be wise with who you are allowing in your life. Be wise with who you are allowing to work on certain things that are tied to your purpose. Work on certain things that are tied to like what you feel like are your dreams, what you know you are meant and called to do, and what you know like you're born for. This is the thing that you have dreamed of all your life to do, to accomplish. Be mindful with who you're bringing on that journey. A true path to success usually comes with its trials, and sometimes it may come with setbacks for whatever reason, whether it's the person themselves have done something to set themselves back, or somebody else has come in and tried to set, or any other influences have come in to try to set the person back. It doesn't even have to be directly a person that you know. It could just be that you got denied this loan for this business, or you got denied this for this. Life comes with so many lessons, and life comes with its trials that we have to fight through and figure out how to continue to push through and persevere to that next place. And so it is important to make sure that on your journey, you are allowing it to be as easy as it can be for you, as easy as it can be for you to stay focused and accomplish what you know needs to be accomplished. Don't go out of your way to cause more warfare on your journey by simply just opening your mouth to the wrong people, by simply just giving intel to the wrong people that are being used in a not good way. So that is pretty much all I want to say for this video. I felt it on my heart to do this video this morning, so hopefully this video makes it to the right people. I understand when things are going a certain way, when things are going good, you want to share. You want to have people that are in your corner that are supporting you, and hopefully you do find some people that are able to do that. But I have found that most people are just genuinely, truly not in that place. Some people may be bad and have bad intentions, and some may not. They just may be in a bad season and not in the place where they are able to fully give you what you may want to expect. But what I will say is that just be mindful of that, and really ask yourself, why do you have to share all these things? Why do you have to share all these details? Being an oversharer actually is not a good thing, and it may cost you in the long run. So just be wise with what information you're sharing, and yes, continue on your path, whatever that may be, to success. And I hope that you're able to stay focused. Thank you so much for watching this video, and I hope you have a great day. Bye.